Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to A Match Made in Heaven, the Promise of a Lifetime, and our special awesome family, and the far out world of coffee creations. I wanted to do another quick update so that you guys know I did get supper as well. I DoorDashed in some supper as well. I got me some little Caesars. Oh, shoot. One of them days. But yeah, I had my Dasher, God love her, she followed me down here because they didn't put the pops in a bag. I got me 3 Mountain Dews. I got me the pizza, supposedly had extra cheese and extra pepperoni. Extra cheese, I don't think so. Extra pepperoni, yeah. I could say it had extra pepperoni. I won't be getting it a second time, but yeah. And I got me these, they were called Crazy Puffs. They're like, you know those, what they remind me of, y'all, is them little, you know those little biscuit pizzas that you get when you in school that you made? They kind of remind me of those. They're about that size. They're just little bite-sized, not really bite-sized, but they're little pizzas. And I got the pepperoni ones. I thought they were pretty good. They don't beat my stuffed crazy bread, but I wanted to try those. So I got those. And then I got, of course, some Mountain Dew. So I have some carbonation on my throat. And let me tell you, that caramel frappe was so good today. Oh my gosh, that was just so good. And of course, I just have some food now for the next few days so that, Samantha doesn't have to rush, because she's basically been having the vomit issue. And she was like, oh, if I'm feeling better, I can come over to. I'm like, no. You take care of yourself. I don't want you coming over here with the vomits. We don't want the vomit problem. So I'm like, no. You just heal up, girlfriend. You just relax. I was like, I'm pulling an Edie on you. I'm pulling a rank on you, girlfriend. You just lay down, rest. I got this. Because I don't want to get worse. Because I don't even have any meds now. The last thing I had, I took last night. So all I have now is Vicks. So I'm like, girlfriend, no, you just relax, take your medication. I was like, and I wrote it in a text. I was like, I'm pulling rank. You just relax. I got this. I can deal with what I've got to deal with for a day or so while, and if I have to get Jenny on Monday, it's okay. Jenny, I'm sure, has a way of helping if need be, so that, Samantha can heal up. Because I don't want her coming out and getting any, even more sick than she was, getting me worse as well. Because, yikes. Because that poor thing because she even said yesterday, she goes, I'm just glad that you're able to eat. And I'm like, yeah, I just can't taste anything. And she goes, no, what I mean is I'm glad you can keep it down. I'm like, no, we don't want that problem. So yeah, she caught something else that I didn't have. Because what happened basically was Tuesday was my birthday of this past week, on the 3rd. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. But Tuesday was my birthday. We went out for my birthday lunch. And we were just doing basically this. We were just coughing a little bit. Nothing bad. Just, we weren't, sniffling and all that. Just coughing. So I was thinking she was okay. And so then, because I was messaging with her that night. Then Wednesday, I messaged with her because I was trying to find out what the heck to do about my darn ear, because my right ear is clogged up, like I said. And so I was like, okay, because every time I get sick, my right ear clogs up for some weird reason. But anyway, so got that taken care of, and we were, well, it's still clogged, but it's, I'm sure it'll clear up in due time, hopefully, without doctor intervention, I hope, because I don't need that. for just a stupid ear cloggery, hopefully. But anyway, so then basically Wednesday night, I messaged her. She messaged back telling me that information, which was, one of them was yawning. One of them was chewing gum, which I don't have any gum. So she mentioned that, and then one of them was a warm compress, which is what I was doing. Then Thursday, I messaged her some messages about, running low on my medicines. And I didn't hear from her, which, is not normal for her, because she's really good at, communication. Mom knows it. Everybody knows it that knows Samantha. I mean, she's really good at communication. Unless she accidentally loses her phone, which, that happens. Hell, that happens to everybody. I mean, I've lost things. So, I mean, hey, it happens. Well, so I didn't think anything of it that day. I figured, okay, maybe she had a schedule change. Well, when I didn't hear from her yesterday about 5:30, I think it was about 5:30 or so, I was like, okay, something's up. So I thought, okay, I'm going to message her fiance. Because back in, I think it was January, yeah, I was right, it was Fern Brat was in town, basically, and her daughter, her little girl, Tallulah, accidentally FaceTimed me and Mitch, which is Samantha's fiance, messaged us at the same time. And, now imagine, Tallulah's only a year and a half old and managed to pull off a group FaceTime call. And it was a good thing, because the last time, what happened a couple weeks ago was she'd lost her phone at the animal shelter. She lost her phone. She's thinking she might have put it on the roof of the car by accident and drove off and lost it, is what she thinks she might have done by accident. So I didn't know what happened, because I hadn't heard from her in a few days. So I messaged Edie at that time, and I said, hey, what happened? Is she okay? And Edie goes, honey, you're not going to believe this, but she lost her phone. I'm like, oh, Lord. I'm like, that poor woman, because it's like, she'd be the first to tell you, if you don't tell her something, she'll lose it. Like, I have to go, Samantha, I need my keys. Samantha, I need this. I have to tell her a lot of times, because she sometimes gets distracted, and she'd be the first to tell you that. Well, so anyway, God love her, she, I'm like, okay, that's not good. That sucks. Losing your phone, that sucks. Well, I messaged her fiance. He was at work, and he goes, I'll let her know. Well, so then the next morning, he messaged me, because she had to borrow her son's phone for a couple weeks till she got hers. So I have her middle child, I have his phone number now, just in case, God forbid, that happens again. I've got his contact. So, flash forward to now. So, Friday, yesterday, when I hadn't heard from her, I'm like, uh-oh, please tell me she didn't lose her new phone, because she had just gotten a brand new one again. Well, I messaged Mitch, and I said, is she all right? Well, that's when he texted me and told me she was sick. And I'm like, oh, shoot, that's not good. So he told me she'd been sleeping a lot, and she'd been sleeping, on the couch for the past couple of days because she'd been so sick. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. Well, then she messages me right after that and like, I'm sorry, I've been really sick. And I'm like, yeah, that's what Mitch told me. And I explained, I messaged him because I had told her back when Tallulah did that, I was like, please let him know I have his contact. And I usually will not message him unless I don't hear from her. Well, Edie was like, she did. She was like, make sure she lays down and takes her meds. She did. She's like, make sure she did. She told me, she's like, make sure she takes her meds. So I did. I pulled rank on her yesterday when she's like, yeah, if I'm feeling better and not throwing up, I'm going to come over tomorrow. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're laying down. You're resting. Nope. You take care of yourself, girlfriend. You lay down and you rest. That's what you're going to do. I was like, I'm pulling rank. I'm pulling an Edie on you. And I'm going to tell her Edie told me to do that. Because she did. She's like, she needs to rest is what she needs to do. Because sometimes she does. She gets up way too quick and starts up way too quick. She wants to do stuff so bad for everyone. She needs to relax because she's getting married in just a few weeks. I'm like, girlfriend, no, lay down. Stay down. Relax, rest, take your meds, get better for your wedding. No, girlfriend, But yeah. So anyway, I'm like, nope, you gotta get better. So, I got myself plenty of supper for the next couple of days and breakfast. So I've got 5 hash browns and I've got 2 sandwiches. So I'm good to go for a few days. Like, you just relax, girlfriend. And if I need, because, there are things I need, but I'm going to see if I can maybe get Jenny to come over if she still isn't feeling better, which I'm not rushing her and I'm not bothering her. I'm just going to message Jenny Monday morning and go, hey, can you help with this? Because I don't want her to rush to get better. I want her to, just chillax. Because she's got a wedding coming up on the 28th of this month. And I want her to feel better and, be a healthy bride. You know what I mean? So I got this. I got this. I don't want her to rush to get better. I want her to relax and take care of herself. And, I want her to feel better. That's what she needs to do. She needs to feel better. Because, feeling sick, no fun. And when you got a wedding coming up, you need to get better and make sure you're completely better for, because they always say this, if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of someone else. Because if you are sick and you're down for the count, you're not going to be able to take care of anyone else because you got to take care of yourself or you can't take care of others. That's the rule of thumb. And she's even said that herself. The caregiver's got to take care of herself or she can't take care of her people. So she's just got to relax, chill out, and just, get her meds in her, get her stomach to calm down. Because, if you're sitting there and you can't even eat food, that's, ugh. I'm just like, that is not cool. I'm thankful that I'm not dealing with that. If it's one thing I don't like, it's throwing up. That sucks. That really sucks. And and that's why I said, just please no. Just, I've got this for a couple days. Just, relax and, just lay back. And, if she does see this, and if she has the energy, hot shower does good. Like I've said before, a bath is better. A sody bath, especially a baking soda bath. But unfortunately, you don't have a bathtub, neither do I, which sucks. Trust me, if I had a freaking big pool or something, I'd put it in here and put baking soda in it. Not, especially if you got a fever. If you got family that has a bathtub, baking soda, yes. That will bring a fever down. But Of course, you don't have that. Which suckage? Best suckages. That's the bad part about walk-in showers and stuff. You can't sit down and have a baking soda bath, because trust me, that does work. I don't know what it is in the baking soda, but it works. My uncle used to do that. And let me tell you, it does work. And I will tell you, it feels funny on the feet and stuff, but it freaking works. I don't know what it is with the baking soda. I don't remember now, but it's been years since I've ever had to do that. But, let me tell you, a good hot bath, even with a cold. Now, if you have just a regular common cold, just soaking in a hot bath, I'm telling y'all, it does wonders. Trust me. It does work wonders to just sit down in the bathtub and soak. Oh, it feels so good. I love it. And I can't do that. Dang it to hell. But, because that would really help my voice too. But, but I'm giving you guys some tips. And that if you have the common cold, sitting down in if you have one, soaking in a bathtub does good. But if you're running a temp, if you have baking soda, or you can get some baking soda, put it in the bottom of the bath water, and you don't want it you do not want the water sky high. Okay, don't crank the water. If you have a fever, do not blast the water really, really, really hot. No. Lukewarm, not really, really, really hot. Now, when you have a cold, you want to turn it up a little bit, but don't get it so hot that you burn yourself. But get it warm, so that there's, a little bit of steam coming off, but not scalding. Don't scald yourself. But get some, somewhere, not necessarily really high steam. Now, if you want to relieve congestion, crank it to scalding, but don't get in it and lean over the side of it. If you're in, if you're, just hunch over the sink and just breathe in the steam water. That's supposed to relieve congestion. Trust me, it works. I've done it. And y'all know how hot my sink gets. It get hot. It get really hot. It gets really, really hot. But now, if you're sitting in it, you want to be able to breathe it in your nose, but not burn your skin. Okay, don't get it that hot, but get it as hot as you can stand it. And then, but now, if you're running a temperature, don't crank the freaking thing sky high. Now, don't freeze yourself, but put baking soda in it. And I'm telling you, it feels so good. And if I will tell you, it works. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't know what it is with baking soda baths, but it works. And my uncle, he was a paramedic. And that was one of the things he always told him. Because I remember it happened on Easter Sunday. I was sicker than a dog. And I was literally I was literally so sick. And they put me in a baking soda bath. And I just was yeah. And then I laid down and I slept. And I felt so much better afterwards. I'm telling you. It was bad that day because I was at my aunt's house. And I'm telling you, it feels just excellent, just sitting in a nice hot bath. And let me tell you, I tell you, that's one thing I wish I had as a bathtub. Because just to soak would be great right now. I'd feel a hell of a lot better if I had a bathtub. I tell you, I really would. Too bad virtual ain't real right now, because at our virtual house, we've got a bathtub. Excuse me. I have to go get a swig of Mountain Dew out here. Oh, having a nice swig of Mountain Dew. Oh. Mountain Dew is so good on the throat, let me tell you. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to have a couple of quick updates today. I just wanted you guys to have a couple quick updates, like I said, and because I hadn't updated in a while, and I just wanted everyone to have just a few quick things. And like I said, I've got 2 recordings for A Match Made in Heaven. I got half of it done. I just have to get the other 2 parts as soon as I can get a voice good enough. My voice isn't so bad. I just have to be able to taste. And once I'm able to taste everything, and it's not freaking bland, I'll be able to have the cake and ice cream and then do something else with the breakfast. I'll be able to do something else with the breakfast part, because the dinner I'm going to probably do with, the cake and ice cream and stuff like that. But we'll go from there. And then as soon as I get that done, I will put those up, because I have to do an intro for it yet, and I have to get the other song exported. And right now, I haven't been able to export it. So as soon as I can get our actual closer done, because I have to record that yet too, the little speech. Once I get that done for A Match Made in Heaven, I've got all the other songs. I've got everything over, except for the very last song that I want to put for the birthday episode for A Match Made in Heaven. Once I get that, and then once Samantha gets completely better, we're going to do Christy's part of Far Out. She's got something she gave me. Well, she hasn't given it to me yet, but she's going to give me. I don't know what it is. We were going to do that last week, but of course, like I said, Samantha got sick, which, I'm still sick. So once she gets better and I get better, we're going to go, and Christy's going to give me her gift for Far Out. And then we're going to do our thing I'm going to do my other 2 parts for A Match Made in Heaven, get that stuff done. So it's going to be birthday episodes late, but we're still going to do it. I've got all the flavors for Far Out, which unfortunately, like I said, had to happen late because of being sick. And sadly, I knew it was coming because I did record an episode for Far Out, and I did take some peppermint stick coffee. I did drink some of that because I knew I was coming down with something, and I was trying to nip it in the bud when it comes to throat. And the one thing I will give myself credit for was I was able to record that episode of Far Out, and it did take a nip out of it and did not mess with my throat. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. It did not mess with my throat whatsoever at all. It did not hurt my throat. I didn't completely lose my voice at all. As you guys can tell, I'm able to talk to you. I mean, it did knock the crap out of me. It drained me. I wasn't able to really, as you'll see in the birthday episode, the dinner one, I wasn't able to eat a whole lot, which honestly is a good thing, because that saved me, because I was able to have enough food the next couple of days till today. Thank you to that huge birthday meal. I wasn't able to eat much for the dinner, but that did save me a lot of food, and it was still well worth having all of that. And you'll see why when you see what I got. I mean, I did eat that day. I did eat on my birthday, but I just didn't have much of an appetite. But I still, I ate a breakfast that day. That morning, I did eat breakfast. If I wouldn't have ate that breakfast, I probably would have ate a little bit more at lunch, but I'm just glad I was able to eat breakfast. I was hungrier than hell because I hadn't ate really since Friday, the day before. Or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I didn't eat hardly at all. I ate a little bit each day because I just didn't have the energy really to eat much. And then on my birthday, I was so freaking hungry. I will explain what happened probably on the first part. I will explain what happened there, but I accidentally messed up and did something. Whoops. But I had a good breakfast that morning. And it was a really good breakfast, and then did some visiting. I don't know if I'll put that on part 1 or part 2. We'll see how I'm going to do that. Probably part 2. I might put that on part 2 because that was, that morning. And then I'll eat the cake probably on one part. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll eat cake on both parts. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But anyway, but then I barely had the energy. I could only drink so much water each time. I just drank little cups of water every hour and a half. I drank a little bit of water because I was just too weak to do hardly anything. And just, the past couple of days, I've had more energy to stand up and do more things. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Wednesday night into Thursday, Wednesday night, not so much. But Thursday, I started feeling a lot better. And, I mean, it was just, oh my gosh, it was crazy. And, I've just been getting more and more strength. And I was able, to actually eat a little more today than I've been able to the past few days. I didn't eat a lot of my supper because I ate a lot for breakfast this morning because I was freaking hungry. I ate one of the crazy puffs and then one piece of pizza, which is good because then I have extra for the next few days, just in case, But yeah, and I want to be able to actually taste my Valentine's Day stuff, taste my birthday cake before I eat it, and it's just, I want to be able to taste it. That's my thing. And once I'm able to do that, that's going to be a miracle, because I just want to be able to do that and, get back to normal. And I'm not complaining. I'm at least able to talk this time. The last time I got a cold like this, oh God, you guys, I sounded like hell. I did. My voice was so raspy. Rocky could tell you, Rocky Mama, she could tell you I sounded horrendous. And that was a couple of years ago. When I got this bad, when I got this weak and blah. And the worst part was I was in Virginia at the time. That's when I was at Angels. And let me tell you, that was nasty. I mean, I sounded like crap, y'all. I've got recordings from when I was there, and I sounded horrific. even hearing myself, because I recorded sounding like that, and you guys, my voice was like this. I mean, I was so deep. My voice, I sounded like a freaking dude. Seriously, I sounded horrific. And all I did was Benadryl and Vicks. Vicks? Oh, Jesus. Vicks. Help. Oh, jeez. Jesus, help me. I can't talk today. Mommy? Hey, Mommy. Yeah. The bleed. Oh, God. Are you making fun of poor Ryan Hall when he was congested? Christy, that's mean. Well, you said Bix, as if you're congested that bad. I know. I don't know why I did that. Oh, God, help me. Well, at least I can laugh. At least I can laugh, even though I sound like shit when I laugh. But hey, it's all good. But yeah, he could not say Des Moines. It came out Du Bois. That's what she's joking about. Du Bois. Oh, dear. Poor Ryan Hall. This was what was it? When was it? March 5th, 2022. Yeah. It's on his streams. You could go back and look at it. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, you guys. Poor Ryan. That's why I said, if he can freaking do it sounding like that, I can do it sounding like this. You know it? I mean, even he was apologizing to his viewers, and he has more than I do. So if he can freaking do it talking to thousands of people, I can do it talking to 39 at the most. You know, on my channel, and 500 and some on Mom's. Like, come on now. I can do it too, you know? It's insane, but yeah. But anyway, and I gotta shout out my Dasher. Both of them, honestly. The first one, I came down this morning when I went to get my McDonald's. Went down. God bless her, she got lost. Yeah, in the front lobby. And I heard him, praise the Lord, I heard him trying to buzz the door. And I'm like, okay, now I know where I'm going. Thank you for that. I opened the door, they walked in. And instead of, God love them, instead of asking, are you so-and-so? I heard him say the apartment number, and I'm like, hello? But of course I didn't want to talk too much because I knew I was going to be doing this. I was going to vlog in a little bit. So I walked down the hallway and I'm like, hi. And they're like, oh, hey. And I'm like, I'm, who I am. And they gave me the order. I'm like, it's okay. Because I was like, I usually try to meet them at the door because sometimes they forget and they just leave, or they just leave it in the lobby. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just meet them. Well, gave me my stuff and I came in and opened everything up and did the vlog. Well, the second one, when I got my Little Caesars, God love her, she gave me the crazy puffs and the pizza in my arms. And then I'm like, did they put the pop in a bag? She goes, no. And I'm like, oh dear. I'm like, I'm going to need a little bit of help if you don't mind. And she goes, oh, no, I don't mind. I'll help you. So she was helping me. I almost crashed into the wall, but she kept me from running into the wall. No wonder she was a top dasher. She walked down here with me. And I was like, you can just set them on the counter, the pop. And I mean, she was just like awesome. She was cool. She was totally awesome. So I had two good ones. I had two top dashers. They were both really good. And, I appreciated them bringing my food because, oh my gosh, I didn't have any other way of getting anything in today. Because I did not feel like fighting with Instacart. I'm like, I'll just DoorDash. A couple of meals in. I mean, and it wasn't too bad. It's enough. It's a little bit more expensive, but, when you have to do it, you have to do it. But hey. So I got that done and, just went for it. And then, ordered me my food, and I've got plenty of leftovers. Filet of leftovers, as Angel would always say. So, yeah, I got pizza, I got crazy puffs, and I got 2 sandwiches from McDonald's and some hash browns. I got 5 hash browns, so I'm good to go for a few days. But yeah, and I am not going to bed this freaking early. Forget it. Mind you, I haven't even put Vicks on tonight, so yeah. Because usually that's what knocks me out. But yeah, I haven't even done that. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to upload this for you guys real quick to let, just giving you another quick update and letting you know that I'm okay for the evening. I've gotten supper. I've ate. I mean, I didn't eat a lot, but I did eat, and I drank, I'm drinking soda, and I did a longer vlog this time. But hey, you know what? We're having, I didn't have coffee, of course, but hey, well, at least for supper I didn't. But I might end up recording an episode in the morning, have some peppermint stick, because I can't try any of my new flavors yet, because I can't taste them. Boo. Anyway, guys, I will love you and leave you till next time. Remember, for far out viewers, have a great cup of coffee, whatever way you like it, whatever flavor you like, whatever flavor creamer you like, whether you like it hot or cold. And I'll see you on another one. I got past content to upload yet, so you'll probably get that soon. For our special awesome family, remember, you're special, you're awesome, you belong, you matter, you are loved, and you are safe. Have a great evening, everyone. Stay safe out there. Goodbye and God bless.